So apparently Resident Evil, Call of Duty, and get this, Guitar Hero, are Islamophobic. I am getting sick and tired of this religion claiming to be a victim at every instance. So to give some context and some fairness, I guess, to this issue, if you can even call it that, because, well, video games aren't real, but some people seem to think that having a religious icon will promote racism or war, something not already rooted in reality inside a video game. But to get to the actual point, Turkey's government's youth and sports ministry has stated that some games are intentionally spreading fear and hatred of Islam. Now, if this were about a game where you kill innocent Muslims, then, of course, look, I'm with you there. That kind of thing happens in real everyday occurrences by multiple militaries, both Western and Middle Eastern, and it's horrible. But the reasoning behind the ban of these games in Turkey is because Islamic symbols have been desecrated in games. Desecrated. This isn't the fucking Middle Ages, okay? Where you can burn people at the stake for desecrating icons. But it is a time period where the level of offense you claim to have can influence game developers for fear of being called a racist or Islamophobe. So the way in which words and defamation can impact a game developer's business now is at stake. The article, which I will link in the description, goes on to state that digital games are used to spread Islamophobia, and often, this is a direct quote, often the player is put in the role of a soldier and they gain points by killing Muslims who are shown to them as terrorists. The main goal is creating enmity towards Islam. Now, I know I'm laughing, but can we all see that this is complete and utter horseshit? You get points by killing Muslims. For fuck's sake, it's like as if, like, you know, you get 30 points for killing a Muslim, but 10 points for killing a black guy, and, God forbid, 50-point bonus for killing an Irishman. Like, come on. Come fucking on. But, you know, a lot of people don't see this as a problem. So the Turkish ministry has a problem with video gamers killing Muslim terrorists. And why is this? Why? Is it because a lot of these people, and you know, the actual data is out there for Muslims that support these kind of revenge attacks and revenge killings. A lot of these people don't see some of these atrocious acts against, you know, homophobic people, against Christians, people of other religions that are being carried out in Libya, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan by, you know, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban and other extremist groups as something that's wrong. The same can be said as well for these killings taking place in France, Belgium, Germany, and for me, most unfortunately, because it's very close to where Ireland is, London. So indoctrination is a very funny thing, isn't it? It makes people that otherwise can be perfectly logical and normal human beings say stupid things like this, while hypocritically acting totally different and supporting in real life killings, while condemning killings of their team, you know, the people that they support, in a virtual game. Turkey themselves, they fight against Islamic terrorists, they also fund it. Thousands of Kurdish forces fight against Islamic State terrorists on the daily. So why can't a game be made where your enemies are an enemy rooted in reality? You know, we fight Nazis and indoctrinated Japanese in World War II games. We watch films like Django Unchained where we represent a culture of racism, slavery and oppression in a contextual time period fashion. So why the hell can't we have a few religious symbols or represent terrorists from the Middle East in games that are based, you guessed it, in the Middle fucking East present day? It doesn't represent, you know, look, it's not popular. It's obviously not popular because these things are still being brought up as issues with the Islamic community. But it's simply a gameplay experience that's rooted in reality. That's my main point here. Now, one of the examples this article gave was the map Favela in Modern Warfare 2. Do you guys remember that map? It was a great map. I used to play game battles on it. There were 2 adjacent rooftop favelas, multiple rooms on each side to shoot from, and a deep favela street in the bottom middle so you could catch people making pushes across the map. It was a great map. You know, it was great for air support, great for hiding away. If people had air support, it was good. But it was removed from Modern Warfare 2 by Infinity Ward because an Arabic inscription containing the Hadith, the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, were hanging over the toilet in a dirty room favela. So the map was removed after outcry from Muslims who can't contextualize the scenario, real or imaginary in this case, imaginary, because it's Call of fucking Duty, wherein a family may have left their homes in a war-zone atmosphere and left their religious dogma on the walls because the fear for their lives, more so than a few words from a 14-year-old book, were of higher importance. So this is where the commentary gets ridiculous, and just to say this right now, if you're a moderate Muslim, then good. If you agree that this is too far, then good. But you guys need to speak out against this more so than I am. Because whether I like it or not, people will look to you guys as role models and see your platform as being, you know, more, I guess, moderate than mine on these issues. Because I'll be called a bigot, a racist, an Islamophobe, whereas I'm not. And you guys won't be. Just, you know, and that in itself is, you know, it's an inconvenience anyway. But you need to stand up against your faith when it tries to flex its muscles too much. You need to teach the members of your faith, the extremist ones, that not everyone is out to get them. Maybe they need to put down their hash pipes in the Middle East and, you know, get outside and stop being so paranoid. Because this is fucking crazy. You know, and this kind of stuff makes people more kind of, you know, I guess Islamophobic in a sense. Because you feel like, you know, you can't say anything. That, you know, words are going to be policed. And that's something that's wrong. You know, the freedom of speech is a very, very important precedent in the West. And these people are moving in there where they don't have freedom of speech, and, you know, they're reacting badly to it. They're saying that we can't have it because they're not used to it, which is fucking stupid. Look, back on track. So Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, is apparently Islamophobic because a stage in the game says Allah on it. Come on, Turkey, you fucking snowflakes. Who is bringing this up as an issue? Who is he? Where is he? And how much influence does he have on your country? The game has the word Allah on a stage where characters jump and dance on. They're not dancing on your god, or being disrespectful, which is what you're claiming they're doing. It's not what they're actually doing. They're rocking out. It's a fucking rock video game. It's Guitar Hero, not a burning of the flag ceremony. It's not an act of war. What's next, you know? Resident Evil, is that Islamophobic because the Quran is seen on the floor in a library on... No, you're kidding me, it is? It is seen as Islamophobic because of this? This is total lunacy. Nothing is safe then, is it? What am I reading here now? Pac-Man is Islamophobic because the tiny dots you collect represent veiled Muslim women. I'm fucking done. I'm done. You know what? Here's my last word for this commentary because I have to end this. This is going to get way too crazy. Islamophobia is bolstered by terrorism made in the name of Allah. Made in response to the effects of Sharia law, and made from a platform of ignorance. Video games are not to blame, extremists are. That's where this negative outlook comes from. It's not from games. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. The link to the article is in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.